All right, let's see.
There we go. Go to this page. Whoops. There. Go to this page. Go back up to the top.
Dang me.
Press
Dang
this
me.
button.
Yeah,
No. That's not how it goes. It goes like this.
60, 59.
See?
This is a countdown to the
57.
Slade and Mayson
counts
Show.
You
down.
don't sound like Roger Miller.
This continues to
Umbrella
countdown
for
to the Slade and
sale
Mayson
rent.
Show. 50, 49,
Room for
40.
rent.
You're listening to the countdown to the Slade and
46,
Mayson Show.
No
45,
phone, no
44,
fool, no
43.
petty.
This is the
42.
continued
I
countdown to the
got
Slade
no
and Mayson Show.
cigarette.
39,
Ba-da-ba-doo.
38. Right now, you're listening to the
Pushing
countdown.
through
35,
Ba-da-ba-doo.
34,
8
33.
by 12,
Please stand by
four-bedroom
as you're
mama.
listening to the countdown to the Slade and
Ba-da-ba-doo.
Mayson Show.
No
27. This is
26.
Silver
countdown to the
toad.
Slade and Mayson
Ribbit,
Show.
ribbit, ribbit.
22. Continuing
Hi,
on
old
with the
Kermit T.
countdown
Frog
to
here.
the Slade and Mason Show.
Welcome
18.
to another installment
17.
of the
Stand
Slade
by
and Mayson Show.
as we are
Yay!
now the countdown to the Slade and Mason Show. 12. 11.
Oh, no.
Yes,
Hi,
this is our countdown to the Slade and Mason
Oh, yeah, this is
7.
going to be a good show, I can
6,
tell.
5, 4,
Well, we better get ready because here it comes.
1.
My ears are bleeding.
Now broadcasting
Steve, we
from the
broadcast.
Dan Mason Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia.
Quack, quack, quack,
It's
quack,
the
quack.
Slade and Mason Show.
I really do that guy's voice really good. The Slade and Mayson Show. Oh, hold on a second. My
Something happened over JD's phone. Hold on. We'll find what happened.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mason
All
Show.
right, what happened?
I'm
I
ready
just-
for you today, Mason. Yes, sir.
What happened? What happened? What happened?
I'm ready for you.
Oh, okay. Hey, this is the Slade and Mason Show. It is a Sunday morning broadcast every Sunday. It's about an hour. Oh yeah.
No, it's not. Do
it-
not say that.
It's us talking about news stories that we see the news stories in the news each week.
That sometimes you just can't get
There
from
we
the
go.
regular media.
No, you can't.
We
No.
won't cover these.
No. Oh, I forgot to talk about. All right, hold on. I forgot this story. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. All right. As always, are brought to you by Icy Something Icy Treats. We'll talk about that at the break. All the music you're listening to is brought to you by Dan on Music, unless we tell you otherwise. There's some pictures from Instagram and Twitter and all sorts of. Go find us. We're out there somewhere. Hey,
See, we did the 2026 picture, didn't we?
yeah, and the AI picture
With our prospective mates.
with our broads. Yeah, them broads. Oh my God. Hey, speaking of Icy Something Icy Treats, I was speaking with Sheila yesterday. They're down in Ladysmith today, so go to Facebook, find out where they're hanging out, and go try them, and they will tell you why at the break.
And you'll find out exactly why we are so doggone excited about them.
Did you know Stafford County became national news this week? Did you hear what happened?
What did you do, Dan?
I'll give you a hint.
Panther?
Yeah, it's the Pink Panther was spotted over by little like school buses and things like that, following small children around. So if you see someone dressed up in a 7-foot Pink Panther outfit, please notify Stafford County Police. They are looking to have a chit chat with this individual. So
Only in Stafford
Right-
County, Virginia.
right off the bat, yeah, but apparently it became national news. That's why they're just like, all right, no, we're done. We're gonna get this person, whoever this is, find out what the heck's going on. Hi
Now, if
there.
that person has any marbles of brains left, what they will do is they will have a big old fire.
Yeah.
And
Burn
that
that
Pink
sucker.
Panther costume would be charred mess.
And this would be a good day because we finally got some rain here, which was awfully neat.
We have been getting rain for the last couple of days, and we got it.
Oh.
It looks like this next week is not going to be much different.
Oh, I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it.
No, I don't love it because it's like sometimes it's been a cold wind and it's like it gets breezy and you can't sit outside and do illegal things while the wind is blowing and the rain is falling and it's cold and
All right,
damn.
now you got to adjust your voice. I don't like it when it's cold outside. Come on, you got to get that old man voice going on there complaining.
I tell you this.
The weather was warm.
I listen to my shows all the time to make sure that I'm not getting old man voice.
It's more seasoned.
More seasoned. That's
If
right.
you ever start hearing me going down like this, you just call me and slap the hell out of me, man.
JD, wake up, man. Oh my gosh.
Of course, my beat is I just seem to have this thing about the animals.
Yeah, I know. You're on that list now. Sorry.
Well, here's the thing. Dig it. I used to watch that show. What was it called? Something Swamp People.
Okay.
And they of course were alligator hunters. Well, it obviously I'm going to tie this in because what part of the country we're going to right now.
Well, alligator. That's Florida. So
yes, you're right.
Basically,
right.
anything south of Georgia.
Here's the stuff that's happened in this past few weeks alone.
Mm-hmm.
A 7-foot alligator tried crossing a Florida highway during rush hour.
Wow.
Instant suitcase. Another one showed up on somebody's front porch.
Wow.
A 400-pound gator blocked traffic in North Carolina.
I heard they're coming up the coast. Yep.
One wandered near a school bus stop.
Looking for a snack.
And yet another delayed a Delta flight in Georgia after strolling onto the taxiway like he had a boarding pass. And at this point,
did you?
Florida alligators aren't wildlife anymore. They're just angry Uber drivers without health insurance.
Oh God. Did you hear what happened with LaGuardia?
LaGuardia.
Yes.
I flew out of that airport a couple of times. It's a beautiful place. It's a toilet.
They were doing a runway walk and a sinkhole just showed up a little. Yeah, and where was it in? I'm gonna say Hoboken, I guess. No, Queens, one of the boroughs. Anyway, school bus got halfway sucked in.
Yeah,
another sinkhole.
I mean, I don't understand. Please explain to me how these sinkholes are happening because there are more and more of them that seem to be opening up around the country.
Yeah, see, what happens here is after a while, the bones start to deteriorate after you've buried some of the
composition, man.
Yeah, they decompose, and then the structural structure of them kind of falls apart. Carmine knows more about it than I do. I'll talk to him a little later about it.
I am just amazed because, like I say, I saw one clip where the traffic was going, and of course, this little van had hit the beginning of the sinkhole, and the sinkhole opened up, and down it went into the sinkhole.
That's right. It's great. And the school bus followed, and the back end got stuck. I'm like, what is the matter with people?
You're a sick pup, man.
No, that's what really happened. It really well, the kids got off, which was good. So, but yeah, sinkholes are. I remember up in New Jersey, there were the Route 80. Better part of Route 80 was sucked up in Lake Pacon area.
That makes you almost scared to ride in your vehicle anymore.
Yes. It's a beautiful
All
thing.
of a sudden you're riding along at 65 miles an hour, and whoop,
That's
there
right.
you go.
Oh yeah, and I last weekend I got hood latches for my my Corolla.
For the race car?
Yes, for the race car. But I'm disappointed. Because with this little gentle rain, they're starting to rust just that quick.
Oh, then it's really going to look like a race car, man.
Boy, this thing's been in there for a long time.
Okay,
No, I don't know.
All the animals that I have ever seen or ever heard of, I never thought that zebras could be violent.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so a zebra named Ed escaped in Tennessee and shut down an interstate before eventually being airlifted by helicopter in a giant net.
Ah,
Okay, so naturally, the internet responded with jokes immediately. All right, are you ready for a couple of these?
sure, go ahead.
It's hardly ever black and white.
Uh,
The zebra was hiding in a crosswalk.
uh,
Law enforcement couldn't decide if it was black with white stripes or white with black stripes.
oh, these dad jokes.
Oh, somewhere there's a horse saying, "See, this is why you got domesticated."
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, horses, zebras, horses, similar. Yes.
Well,
no.
here's the thing. Again, the horses, they really don't mean any harm because it's like, they swing those big heads. And all of a sudden, if you're in the way, man,
Thunk.
you're gonna get a concussion.
Unless, of course, you're standing behind the horse and then you deserve everything that happens to you. So,
Although I am so proud, there was a horse that did a very noble thing, and I commend it for it, and I certainly hope it has a great rest of its life.
and that
It
is
was in a parade.
just any parade.
Oh no, this one was at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh, there's a parade.
Uh-huh. And this one horse, the guest of honor was standing there in the doorway saluting,
Oh,
and the horse walked by, and just as it got to this guy,
nice.
I mean, it's like, and the cameras caught it all. I think that horse is the medal.
Nom, nom, nom. Not maybe. Let's see. I don't have any horse stories this story. Let's see. Oh yeah, I do have a horse story. I have an animal story. Proof that cats are,
Evil.
they do no, they do have 7 lives for real. It was a cat that apartment complex in
Everyone I shoot always ends up being the last one.
in India. Apparently, this cat fell from a 14-story building, knocked off the balcony, and landed in the bushes. Only had a small scratch and walked away from it. That is typical. That is typical.
It's typical because, again, for some reason, cats have the amazing ability to land on their feet.
Yes. And
Why is that? Why did God give them that ability? Because if I jump off of a building, man, it's like I'm going to be all crunked up.
You'll survive for about
Yeah, but
half
I'll be
a
broken
nanosecond.
in many pieces.
Well, you'll as soon as you hit the ground, you'll be fine. Now, the problem is
that it is not that drop; it's that sudden stop.
yes, that's the problem. It's you and the ground keep moving towards each other. That's the part we need to stop.
And then the ground stops moving.
But you don't.
Oops.
So the other story I have for is this guy purchased the Kansas dealership. The guy purchased a Ford F-250. No problem. No big deal.
Big vehicle, yeah.
He could not drive it off the lot. He has to
Why?
come back in the fall.
Why?
Because apparently a family of robins decided to set up a nest and on top of his tires. And they've laid bird eggs, and they are a migratory bird. So a part of the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1970s. He may not move that vehicle until
They
fall.
decide to go on their own.
Yeah, it's fall. He has to wait till fall. There's a specific date. So, yeah, now it's a nursery.
Yeah, no, like I said, I just find another truck, man. I'm sorry. you got an F-250, don't you?
No. It's a 150. It's just a
You
wee
just
thing.
can't Park the damn thing,
Yeah, I have to park it near the. I had to go down to the local Exxon station. Just park it next to the gas
All right, so
tank.
let me tell you what happened. So Dan finally came to visit me, and he had his big F-150 truck.
Yep.
And when I came out the door, I went to look because there's parking spaces right at the end of the steps, and then there's another row of parking and another row of parking. I look in the far corner of the parking lot.
Yeah, I'm parked in the woods.
He's parked in the woods. I mean, it's like, again,
Well, man, I can't park this thing.
I mean, well, it's about 37 feet long. So what do you want? Of course, I had to get the one with the extended cab and the internal cab extender.
Yeah, manly truck.
Okay, my last story about animals. One of the funniest looking animals that I ever saw, and they really are iguanas. Really weird looking animals because their eyes go in different directions and all that kind of stuff.
They're thinking.
Well, a Florida Highway Patrol officer, I'm sorry, did I say that?
Nope.
Florida pulled over a guy and discovered 13 live iguanas in his truck, along with coolers full of fish. The driver claimed that he was basically on an exotic reptile seafood road trip.
I'm on a special diet.
Hey, that's not a traffic stop anymore, man. That's the opening scene of a low-budget Discovery Channel special.
Oh my gosh, that is so wrong. What is the matter with
I know, but so what's been going on with you, Mr. Mason?
Well, I do have a Florida story for you.
Of course, you're supposed to. I led you into Florida. Come on, man.
All right, here we go. So apparently, you know what Pokémon are, in theory.
God, I wish I didn't, but yes, I do know what
Pokémon. You could play the game. You can collect the cards. Well, apparently, in Lake Park, Florida, guy was scoping out some cards a few days beforehand, and then he decided he'd come back over to the same facility. And what he did was first he tried a rock. No, that didn't work. All right, so he couldn't break in. But then he pulled out a chainsaw, a little battery-operated chainsaw, and opened up the door and broke in and stole about $12,000 worth of Pokemon cards. So, however,
look, to me, $12,000 worth of Pokemon cards would be every Pokemon card printed.
Nope. But here's the deal. He left blood behind because he smashed his hand. And then on top of that, he was there the day before and didn't bother covering up his face or covering up the license plate on the vehicle that he drove away in. So he was pretty easy to find. So
yeah, like I say, when you leave that many clues, you got to be the worst cops in the world not to be able to pick this one up.
Yeah, he left his driver's license as well, and he's got his phone here set up with the address already preloaded in Google Maps. We just got to move the phone over to his house. And then they got lost.
One more story. Man, I'll tell you what, alligators are a pain in the butt.
Now what do you got?
It turns out the woman thought this house was being robbed, and it turns out it was two giant alligators fighting on her porch. The gators tore through the screen and enclosure while throwing down like WWE wrestlers. Imagine calling 911 and having to say, yes, Mylan A is hosting WrestleMania.
Yeah, this is why I'm not moving to Florida. Thank you very much. End of story. Poof, the end.
There's something wrong with everywhere you go, but I tell you, I here in Virginia, I think we're pretty cool because we don't have big animals that look like speed bumps, and we don't have 8-foot gators just crossing the street having fun. No, we only have skunk and possum, man.
No, we also have black widows and brown recluses.
What's wrong with a black widow? I dated one.
And he never got his wallet back. Oh my God.
All right, listen.
What?
Police departments in Florida have apparently developed full comedy routines around catching alligators.
What?
You ready?
You are really on a Florida roll today. Go ahead.
See you later, alligator. Suspicion of being a dinosaur without proper papers. What? Public loitering with intent to sunbathe.
Oh my gosh.
Florida cops now spend so much time arresting gators. I'm just waiting for one to demand a public defender. Well, you're right. The rain is coming. The rain came in the middle of the week, and like I said, sometimes it has been a bit of a cold rain, and we got all spoiled because we got a couple of days there where it was like 88, 90 degrees.
Yep.
And now it's having a hard time getting to 60.
I still haven't put my winter coat away because I'm like, I'm right on the fringe, baby. Maybe I pull that sucker out.
I went out one day this week. Well, let's see. One day it was like 75 degrees when I went outside. So it's like I had on my jacket and my fleece and such. So it got really warm.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, I put on my jacket and my fleece. No, I didn't. I didn't put on the fleece. I just came out with my little thin jacket, man. And it's like, and Mother Nature said, "I'll teach you." Pow.
That's
pow.
right, baby. Yeah, you go back inside, put something heavier on. Yeah. You mentioned
And
rain.
you know what makes me cold?
The lack of heat.
Well, here's the thing. This is a cultural difference. It's
Okay.
another one of those.
Yeah.
Because, you folks seem to enjoy going out in short pants, and it doesn't matter what time of year. 38 degrees one day in the spring,
No.
and the guy who helps the maintenance guy, he gets out of his truck, and yes, he does. He got on his little short pants, and I'm like, damn, whoo! I'm getting cold just looking at this guy.
I can't. No, no, not me. Nope. I wear long pants even in the summertime. It's
Yeah, I
bad.
don't wear shorts. I don't wear shorts. Well, number one, because it's a pain in the butt to try and have to explain, hey, what is that thing on your leg?
None of your goddamn business.
It's my other leg. Why do you have that big black boot on? So I can aim and kick your ass with quite skill.
Yes. Well, you mentioned rain, and what does rain do?
Rain comes.
What does rain do?
It makes the flowers grow.
It makes the flowers grow. What does it do on roadways?
It makes them really very slick.
And what happens when there's a dip in the road and then it goes back up again? What happens in that dip in the road?
You become airborne.
No. When it's raining, it makes a puddle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
And
That's a big
sometimes-
splash puddle.
Yeah, and sometimes those puddles get bigger, and sometimes those puddles get even bigger.
And I am just such a rotten SOB. It's like I'm one of those who would see like a girl stuck outside of her car, and I'm coming onto this big point, man. I'll increase the speed so I can get a big splash.
You're a doo-doo head. But what if it got so much rain that it was almost 2.5, 3 feet of water pooled up
Then
there?
your car would become a boat.
Yes. So apparently, you know that. I know that. The chick who got splashed by you knew that. But evidently, in Nashville, Atlanta, and Texas, Waymo apparently doesn't.
Right there.
They don't. The Waymo cars don't fully understand that. So all they know is there's a road in front of me, and I'm going in there. And
See, again, that's because you are in the land of, man, I got my truck, man. I can do anything.
well, no. These are Waymo vehicles, so they're self-driving. That's what a Waymo vehicle. So the Waymo vehicles are self-driving. So this woman, first time ever got in a Waymo vehicle, got in the back seat. She's a little nervous, and it's going down the road. Oh, this is kind of nice, and it's raining, and it went straight in, and now she's a boat, and water's starting to seep into the vehicle, and she can't get out of the car. So she thinks she's going to drown. She's got a call. They finally come rush over, move the vehicle over the side, get her out. I'm like, and Waymo's like, yeah, maybe we're going to suspend driver service for a little bit till we get this figured out. Yeah.
Now, the first problem is that the Waymo vehicles had a problem distinguishing colors. I mean, it's like it did not recognize brown.
Oh, we're in that mode today. I see.
Well,
Yeah.
it didn't, and so and it was in St. Louis. So if it didn't recognize brown, boy, it's got a lot of problems.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that one. But in any event, so they're gonna that's gonna go by the way the dodo.
Hey, I got to
bird
talk
will.
to you about something else, because it's like
What's up?
you and I are children of the '60s, so we
yes.
watched a lot of television.
Yes.
One of the most interesting things that I watched this week, and it was kind of sad in a way, but it was also really, really, it was a great way to go out. Did you watch Stephen Colbert's last show?
So I got to watch it on YouTube in chunks, but yes.
I thought one that it was a really well done. It's like, because had it been me, yeah, I'd have been getting sued and yanked off the air because it's like I would have had very nice things to say about Orange Crush.
Well, did you hear what he did with the what the heck was it? Somebody was suing over a music score. I forget which one it was. And all of a sudden the band started playing it. And Steve says, "Guys, come on, I told you we're going to get sued if you do that. Please don't play that anymore. No, stop it. Stop it. Come on, guys, stop playing the music. We don't want CBS to get sued." I'm like, what a
I mean, again, that's
funny.
the way to go out. It's like you want to go out on your own terms, and it's like, and here was the mistake that the FCC made and that CBS made. They gave him a whole year.
I know.
To get his
was
games
ridiculous.
in, to get his sports
Yep.
in, man. Like,
Yep.
And he did. He
Yes,
did
he
not
did.
let up.
Nope.
And but the thing of it is that the irony was that the Ed Sullivan Theater is a very famous theater.
Mhm.
It was where the Beatles first made their American appearance on TV.
And that's why
on
we
the Ed
saw Sir
Sullivan
Paul.
Show.
We saw Sir Paul at the last show. Yep.
And Sir Paul and Elvis Costello.
Yep.
Sir Paul brought him a picture of the Beatles in that 1964
Yeah.
picture of the Ed Sullivan Show and autographed it. I mean, I think
That was
that is,
awesome.
those are things that those are priceless.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're never gonna see those again, because one of the things that I heard a commentator say is that these guys Kimmel and what is it, Jimmy Fallon,
Yep.
and these are going to be the last of the nighttime TV hosts.
I don't know about that. I think there will be a comeuppance, maybe, and then they'll be like, yeah, you know what? It was actually kind of fun to have stuff like that. I mean, people are still watching old Johnny Carson clips. And
Oh, yeah.
that
I
guy
mean,
went off the air
yeah.
years and years and years and years and years ago.
I mean, the thing of it is that the Late Show on CBS has been going for 33 years.
Mhm.
With David Letterman and then to Colbert, and unfortunately, the whole idea of Colbert getting fired had nothing to do with what he was doing on the air.
I know.
Again, and they tried to say, well, it's because the
Finances,
Late
it
Show
didn't line up,
loses
there was no
$40
money.
million a year.
Nope.
Nope,
Wrong.
that's not right either. It was because there was a $9 billion merger
Mhm.
that hinged on being able to get approval from the FCC, in which, again, Orange Crush decided that, again, hey, you got to fire Colbert in order to do that. And then, as if he doesn't learn the lesson, he goes after Kimmel. And I think Kimmel's sharper with the knives than Colbert was. So I watch Kimmel every night. I always watch, because see, again, he's got a target on his back.
Yeah,
Trump,
they all do.
Jim
But
Dad.
but here's what I like about late night TV, these programs, is it allows us to laugh at ourselves.
Yes,
And
it
that's
does.
the most important thing, and that's what everybody's missing. That's why I don't think that they will fade out into oblivion, because we need to laugh at ourselves. That's important.
Well, I tell you, see, again, all Kimmel's got to do, he's just got to hang in there until November. Again, it's like, and then his troubles will be over, I think.
Did you hear what Colbert did the day after?
No.
He was back on the air just that quick. He did. He did a local Minnesota like NPR style station, like a little kind of like Channel 68. And he goes, "Oh, great to see you guys." He's got a little cup there from the local station affiliation. I'm like, oh my God. Oh man, it's been a rough 23 hours, but shoo, good to be back on the air. Let me tell you something.
I mean, again, the sad part about it is that Colbert is probably going to go to Netflix.
Probably. But what's he going to do? I don't know.
That will end up again, unless they put his stuff on YouTube, but I mean, I just thought that Colbert was he's a very, very interesting character, very, very smart man, has a great timing and delivery. And, again, and all these guys, well, except for Jimmy Fallon. I don't like Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, I mean, he had to kiss somebody's butt to get that job. He really did. But, Kimmel and Seth Meyers, and there's a guy, he's a British, John Oliver.
John Oliver's, he's sharp. He's
I
very
mean,
sharp.
yeah, sharp as a tack, man. It's like so, but I'm just afraid that if we allow this to continue, we're going to lose the freedom of having those expressions because, like I say, that is all part of being able to express oneself.
Agreed. And that's why you should all continue listening to the Slade and Mayson Show. Yay!
Don't care.
Thank goodness for this break.
Have we already done half show?
We will
Yeah.
return to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Holy.
This is what happens when you smoke dope, boys and girls.
Well, let me go and do something. I'll see you in a couple minutes.
He should do edibles.
Today in history, May 24th, 1607. 100 English settlers disembark in Jamestown, the first English colony in America. A lot of them didn't make it. Kind of like first version of Survivor, if you will. 1830, Mary Had a Little Lamb, published today by Sarah Jovina Hale. Evidently, the story went a bit like this, where a little girl was heading off to school, and it followed her to school, made the children laugh and play, and the teacher laughed as well. And sorry, but that's the spoiler of the book. It's a catchy tune, too. 1935, the first night game of Major League Baseball is played in Cincinnati Reds, beating the Philadelphia Phillies in a 2-1 at Crosley Field. And just to be on the safe side, just in case it was kind of a boring night game, the concession stands had pillows and blankies. 1940, Igor Sikorsky performs the first successful single-rotor helicopter flight, which came in handy a couple years later as they had that really cool MASH program where they had all those helicopters coming in and taking care of all those sick people. And finally, 2001, 15-year-old Temba Tashira becomes the youngest person to climb to the top of Mount Everest. What these wacky teenagers won't do for attention. I'm Dan Mason, and that's May 24th.
Don't waste your time going to Mackey's or Brimley's. You'll wind up having to go to the dunny for 20 minutes after eating. Their meat can be a dead dodgy. Plus, you'll be risking needing to take a sickie. If you're looking to get your evening tea, you need to set your eyes on a Joey burger from Pouchies, fresh from the Outback. Pouchies. We don't like to call them roadkill. We like to call it nature's reclamation. We have spotters all throughout Australia, spotting a downed boomer or flyer within moments of getting hit by a Yuri. The roos are dropped into a giant-sized stubby holder packed with ice, and then aired to our facility for processing. The meat is lean, delicious, and really good for you. So if you're ready for the best tasting burger that'll have you returning to us faster than a twice-chucked boomerang, come on down to Pouchies for an amazing Joey burger. Fresh from the road? Come on down to Pouchies. You'll be glad you did.
My heart fell down in the bottom of the well when you said, darling, for another I fell. My heart fell down in the bottom of the well when you said, darling, for another I fell. You wrote the sweetest letters, you even took my ring. You led me to believe, dear, our love was everything. Now you can fool with fortune, and you can fool with fame. But when you fool with love, dear, now that's a crying shame. My heart fell down in the bottom of the well when you said, darling, for another I fell. Last Last night when we were dancing, you were so sweet and kind. You held me oh so closely with another on your mind. How could you change so quickly? I can't believe we're through. Though you may hold another, I'll always wait for you. My heart fell down in the bottom of the well when you said, darling, for another I fell. When you said, darling, for another I fell.
And now, for reasons I can't even explain, we return you now to the Slade and Mayson Show.
I could have been a songwriter.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
This is why we don't give him access to the controls, boys and girls. We just keep it away and give it all to Freddie. Thanks, Freddie. Thanks for taking us out of there. That was the Wilder Brothers from down in the bottom of the well. Are you familiar with that tune at all, or no?
No.
Okay. No. Because I was going to say, that's from 1954, and the Wilder Brothers.
I wasn't here yet.
There you go. 1954, and that was for today, National Brothers Day. Today's National.
Well, see, again, that's another thing. I don't have any brothers, so.
You don't know any brothers? All right.
Lots of brothers.
Maybe I can.
Listen, Leroy said, he comes down here all the time.
Look. Some of my best friends are white, but I can introduce you to some friends of mine. But yeah, this
yeah, let's see you get out of that one.
This portion of the Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by I See Something Icy Treats.
I know Sheila, baby, Sheila, yeah, Sheila, yeah.
Will you just calm yourself down?
I love that brown bunny.
I have to hose you down. Fine boy. Yes. I see something icy treats. Yes, it's a fine treat for everyone. Yes. You can give them a call at 804-617-8827. Yes.
So now they have started their season.
Yes. They are out there. They're in Ladysmith, as I mentioned. You go to the Facebook page, find out where they are. They're setting up a shop right now at a oh my gosh, I thought it was a UHW. Anyway, go to the Facebook page, take a look. I'm gonna mess up the screen if I go and click off here to find out. But what it's all about is where they went to the Hawaiian Islands, which is a part of the United States of America. You just can't drive there. And what they discovered was every corner, when you get out of the touristy area, you'll find that there are people who will make these shaved ice treats. And what they do is have a block of ice, and they'll go ahead and shave it into a little cup, and they put little flavorings on top, and you taste it. It's just delicious because it's like snowfall. So they said, why isn't this here on the 48, the lower 48? So they did some research, and they found some Italian ice shredding machines, and there are these blades that go down very slowly, like a fan blade, and it creates this snowfall with the ice. So then they go ahead and they get their different flavors and they put them on top. And oh man, when you get hold of one of these things, it's you can't stop. It's just you're gonna get a brain freeze right away. It's a delicious treat. So if you have a fundraiser, a corporate event, a birthday party coming up, give them a call at 804-617-8827 to get them scheduled. They're also available on www.ICEYSOMETHIN.
Leave off that G, for goodness sake.
ICEY.com. Instagram, Facebook. Facebook's got where they're located today. Give them a call, 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. The number, once again, is 804-617-8827.
You will be so glad that you did. I'm looking here. I'm on their webpage to see where they are right now.
Did you go to the Facebook page? Facebook's got where they are.
Yeah,
they're in Ladysmith. No,
I don't see where they are, but
Well, give them a call, 804-617-8827. Sheila will pick up, and there you go.
All right, so there you go. Anyway, like I say, if you really do want a treat, I mean, it is definitely a treat for the mouth.
Yeah.
Ceysomethin. Leave off that G for goodness sake, because I see something.
Yep. Hey, now we talked about Waymo, and the precursor to Waymo is Lyft drivers. As you know, those are people who will go ahead and they will pick you up. They're like taxi drivers, but they're independents. Well, apparently, here we are again with Florida, Boca Raton.
If there's a black eye in this country, it's got to be Florida.
Oh my gosh! Well, apparently, he sent a Lyft to go pick up his daughters, plural, from the beach, and apparently the driver claimed that they damaged and or messed up the car, and the Lyft driver charged an extra $75. And the dad was livid, ready to like ground these girls. Blah, blah, blah. They look at these pictures, and they're like, "Dad, this is AI." What? Look, see how this cup doesn't have the fluid flowing into there, and then all of a sudden it just shows up. Oh crap! The guy tried to get an extra $75 out of that driver because he knew he was picking up some girls and probably knew the parents were going to pay. So the recommendation is take a picture of your Lyft, your Uber, whatever you're coming out of, because people are getting kind of slimy out there with AI, unfortunately.
Oh man, it's like as soon as they could, it's like they started ruining AI.
Yeah. Oh, UFOs.
UFOs.
Lots of new pictures coming up. Oh, apparently there's a video going around. Hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Hold on. There's a video going around, and it shows a fighter jet trying to intercept and have a conversation with this particular UFO, or what do they call them? Unidentified. What are they? They don't call them UFOs. They call them UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. And the one that's going around the internet has,
you say potato, I say potato.
It has this in common. Here we go.
Me give up. What has big round shape carries man and dog and flies?
May not know either, but there it is.
It is balloon!
That's right, boys and girls. So apparently they shot down an aluminum balloon. They spent $4 million with their jet plane. And
didn't we have this happen a few months ago as well?
Yeah. So apparently this is a released video from like 2002. They were like, "Oh yeah, there's a plane, this interesting object," and we're looking at going, it's a balloon, man. They shot down a flipping balloon.
I mean, they spend millions of dollars on all this equipment to sense and find us things, and then it's like it discovers interesting things like balloons.
Yes, so that was the release, the big video that's circling the internet right now. People are freaking out over, oh my gosh, look, internet. Yeah.
My sinuses were kicking before it started raining, so it's like I have a little respite from my sinusitis. But it is going to dry out eventually.
No, it's not.
It's going to get warm. It's going to get sunny.
And then we'll get the ticks again.
And mosquitoes.
Yep.
Australia has declared war on mosquitoes because they launched an eradication effort after discovering disease-carrying Asian tiger mosquitoes.
Wait a minute. Didn't Australia try to do an eradication of kangaroos as well back in 1920s?
Yeah, well, you see how that worked out.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Only Australia could have bugs dangerous enough to require what sounds like a military operation.
Oh, my God.
Because, I mean, we get more bugs coming from all over the world. It's like we had those killer wasps a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And now we got, let's see, what kind of mosquitoes are these? Oh, Asian tiger mosquito.
We actually have those here in Virginia.
Really?
Yes, we do.
Didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Now, the big problem right now is, you may or may not know about this, is the screwworm. Do you know about this at all?
Yeah, I do. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Turn that video off. No, the screwworm. is something that was the bane of every rancher's existence during the 1920s and 1940s. It's a worm. It's a little fly, and any little teeny tiny itty bitty little scratch or abrasion on a cow, the fly will go in and land and park its eggs there, and the eggs will grow into a larvae, and they burrow down into the meat structure of the animal, and it's done with tens of thousands. Now, the screwworm was pushed back and brought all the way down to the very edges of Panama to like I don't know, just for fun and giggles, let's call it a 500-mile radius. That's where the screwworms hang out. If you're a deer, a muskrat, or something there, sorry, but you're going to have screwworm disease. Apparently, we stopped funding that.
It's another one of those bonehead moves. And now
so,
like we're going to be
now
overrun with
screwworms are making their way up the coast again. So,
yeah. Okay, I'm going back to Florida because it's like at least we know what creatures they've got there.
Got a lot going on with Florida this week. Let me see. Do I have anything more Florida? Go on. I'll look around.
Florida wildlife has officially entered its main character era. You see, at this point, if you live in Florida and don't wrestle a reptile once a year, they revoke your residency. I'm beginning to think that the phrase "hold my beer" was first translated from alligator. And the zebra story proves one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even exotic animals are trying to flee the economy.
Oh, I do have another Florida story.
They lay it on us.
All right. Well, apparently,
before you do that story, it's like I have to tell you, the reason that we get to pick on Florida is because it's so easy.
It just shows up in the news. There's nothing I have to do about it. I'm like, there it is, idiots. All right. So apparently, in Miami, Florida, there's this up and coming luxury brand airline, and apparently they're going to feature their wait. They're going to feature their own hotels. They're going to feature their own restaurants, and of course, their own airline. It's a little organization called
Trump.
Pan Am. Pan Am.
I have not heard from Pan Am for years.
So they're going to resurrect the logo. They're resurrecting the brand, and the Pan Am logo is coming back. Very limited. They have to get FAA approval right now.
Yeah, they haven't flown those planes since they shut down.
Well, these are brand spanking new Airbuses. They're not using Boeings. They're Airbuses. So, yeah. Florida hit the news again on that one. So there you go.
Pan Am. I mean, that brings up a hell of a memory.
I remember my mom having
traveled airline when I was a kid.
My mom got a carry bag. They would give you these things on the airplane. It was a carry bag with today's value, probably about $35. Yeah, and it had the big Pan Am logo on the side, which was great advertising for them. So, that's Wonkadoodles.
Yeah, well, like I say, congratulations to Pan Am. Now, if we can just bring Spirit back.
You're making fun of the recently deceased. That's not very nice.
I have no respect for the dead.
or the spirit thereof. Oh, my gosh. All right, speaking of NTSB, I didn't speak of them. Speaking of airlines. All right, that's better. Apparently, the NTSB was publishing a PDF document on the UPS crash that took place. You remember this with the engine came flying out? They didn't think this one through. As you know, they don't release audio at all.
Because nobody wants to hear, holy...
Well, basically, that's about it. You don't want to hear them when they die. But what they did do is in the PDF, they released the spectrogram. If you're using Audacity, if you switch over from your view from WAV file to spectrograph, it looks like a color chart snowstorm in front of you of your vocals going up and down. So they put that in the PDF document, and it was a 20-second spectrograph. So someone took that, fed it through a couple of AI filters, and published the last minute and a half of the crash in audio, just from the image. So that's, and they were like, we had no idea you could do that. And I'm sitting there going to myself, I'm going, even I knew that. I mean, I've been using Audacity for coming up on 30 years, right? So yeah, I know it's there. Feeding AI, sure, why not? Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, I just can't imagine, why would anybody? Well, now wait a minute.
Well, they wanted to hear.
There was a video collection called Faces of Death.
Yeah,
and it showed you all these different ways that people got killed and died, and so on and so forth. I mean, and of course, being the sick individual I was at that time, I watched the entire series.
I believe that. That explains why you're twisted today.
I wish I hadn't, because I saw things that I just can't unsee now.
That's right.
So, but like I say, I just can't imagine somebody actually going through and plugging that in and going, "Hey, we're going down. Hey, man." Yeah, no. No.
It wasn't that vocal. So but I did. I went to YouTube and I did find it. So.
Oh, you call me sick?
No, it's part of the news gathering. I had to. There really wasn't anything to contribute, because it was basically, most of it was the, ding, 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 engine 1 on fire and out. Ding, 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 engine 2 on fire and out. Ding, 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 engine 3 on fire. And I'm like, okay, we're running out of engines here. Oh my gosh.
And then ding, 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 engine 4. Put your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye.
Yep, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. Anyway.
Yourself, Mason.
What a mess. Anyway, so now they're like, oh dear, we did that? Yeah. And their policy is they're not supposed to release these recordings, but they did. So now what?
Yeah, again, once they're out there, they're out there.
That's right. Yeah, a little bit unsettling, but still pretty darn amazing. So
doesn't bother me. I stopped flying years ago.
That's because you can't get a hold of those decent mushrooms. But
you know me all too well, Mason. You know me all too well.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. You in the plaid jacket.
Your right leg is mostly inoperative. You can move it. It's it's not. You're not going to be running any marathons anytime soon.
No time soon.
Okay. You still own or have possession of a driver's license?
I still do, yes.
If you had to, would you be able to drive?
If I had to, yes.
You could. What, you'd use your left foot?
Yes.
Okay. Let's suppose you let's suppose you didn't have any arms. I guess you could still drive. You'd be one of those people who can actually use their legs to drive.
Or their chin.
The chin. Yeah. The chin. Let's suppose you didn't have any eyes and you were blind.
You'd have a hard time driving.
You would have a hard time driving. Yes. Yeah. I was remarking to my daughter while I was driving her Camry. She has the 97 Camry. This is a side story. We'll get to the main story when we get there, but I said to her, I'm driving this car and we've got the front end's been replaced. The engine's nice and smooth. She replaces the oil. It's got 137,000 miles on it, which is a puppy when it comes to Toyotas.
Oh, it's just starting. They're starting to get good.
And I said to her, if I was driving the car, I'm like, if I closed my eyes right now, I would not be able to tell that this was a new car or that this was an almost 30-year-old car. She goes, yeah, I know it. It rides pretty nicely. The other
And
thing
you
is,
keep your eyes closed,
and
you'll
if I
find
close my
out
eyes,
it'll be a
it would be
car.
one scary hell of a ride. To which she said, please don't do that. So I didn't. But apparently, there's a guy in Illinois who's suing a Chevy dealership. The gentleman is blind. Let me start with that. He's being blind because he was sold a vehicle with much worse terms than agreed to. So, advertised price $32,000, and the dealer promised to beat his credit union's 6% loan rate. When they put the paperwork in front of him and said, okay, this is where you sign, he signed to an 11% interest rate, which jumped it up to $43,000.
Ow.
Now,
We car salespeople are such scum.
why is this guy driving a
Well,
Chevy?
that's the first question. But you see, Dan,
Yeah.
I remind you that as a car salesman, the object is to get the cars off the lot.
I
That's
know, but
That's why I sold a standard shipped truck to somebody who couldn't drive a
I
stick.
know, but you know what? Sell him at 5.9%. He did. He had a promised loan from his credit union at 6%. Now, for those of you who are sitting there going, what am I missing here? Why do I have a blind person at a dealership buying a flipping truck? What the hell is going on here? Well, as it turns out, it's not for him to drive. It was actually going to be used by family members to drive him around. Like he, had to take like an Uber driver to get down to the local dealership to take on the vehicle. So, needless to say, they're getting their asses sued.
Oh yeah, and boy, it's like they're gonna
Talk
end up
about
getting that car for free.
Oh
and then,
my gosh, talk about a breach, man. That is why do people do that crap?
Because I told you, car salesmen are slime. It's like I became a member of that society when I started selling cars. The pressure to get those cars off the lot. Your commission depends on being able to move those cars.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're having a dry month, it's already the 21st of the month and you ain't sold one car.
Yeah.
Oh man, panic goes in. That's when you start coming up with those kind of schemes.
No, man, that's not good. That's not. I have to sleep at night. I can't do that type of stuff. I can't.
Well, you know what? Like I said, I what happens is when you get that commission check at the end of the month, you buy yourself a great bud and you forget all about it.
You scum.
It
scum.
helps you drown the pain, man.
Oh my gosh. Hey, we mentioned that Paul McCartney was on
Colbert.
He was on Colbert. He was also on Saturday Night Live.
Really?
Yes. I guess he figured he's in New York. What the heck must do? Kill two birds with one stone. But it's interesting because earlier last month, Paul McCartney was like on tour. He's doing some, what have you. And he went onto his Reddit account, and for the public to enjoy, he posted some photos of himself on Reddit. Okay, no big deal, right? It's Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney's account, Paul McCartney Pictures. They kicked him off of Reddit for posting pictures of Paul McCartney in violation of their copyright rules.
Sometimes one can be too famous.
Only in America, man. He's like, I was just trying to post some pictures. Oh, well, sorry, Paul.
We started with the animals and ended with McCartney. Great show, Dan.
Oh, my gosh. Well, boys and girls, that's going to do it for us this week. We're done. Remember,
Another hour shot to hell.
That's right. And if you're in Stafford and you see a guy dressed as a Pink Panther,
shoot him.
Tell him the cops are looking for him. So,
Offer him a ride in your Uber.
Tell him to make a phone call to Inspector Clouseau. Tell him Dan Mason sent you. Is this your dog? Say goodbye, Say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Mason.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
We just said that.
Oh, did we do that?
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Yeah, you're right. We did do that.
Groundhog Day. That was your cue to hit it again.
Do what? I can't do this. This is not appropriate. I'll do it this way.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
There we go.
In about 2 hours, we're going to both sound just like that.
Well, I know you will, but I won't.
What do you got planned on today, man?
I got projects. I can't do the projects because it was raining outside.
Raining,
So
yeah, see,
that's
so.
that project. So I guess I'll have to do laundry.
Oh, poor Dan. Like I say, hey. Better than walking around with dirty clothes.
All right, fuck you.
Good luck to you, too.
All right, bye.
This should be illegal. Some countries it is.
It's National Brothers Day.
Down,
Hey,
down,
bro.
down in the bottom of the well.